You know, a few weeks ago, you and I were talking about a slightly different matter. There's health care, there's food insecurity, there's salaries and guaranteeing them. There's this other issue that is coming into stark relief for Americans, and it's worker safety. We think we have laws. In workplaces, we have signs that are up on the wall that tell you what you're entitled to. But in fact, there aren't nearly enough safety inspectors. There's not enough teeth in these safety laws to be managed and to be enforced. And we are seeing more and more examples of people who cannot afford to not work, cannot afford to say to their employers that they're not going to go in, having to go into work and subject themselves to possible illness and maybe death. What do we have to do in terms of worker safety now?
Well, Ali, the first point is, and I think you hit the nail on the head, the choice that Trump is telling working people, and these are low-income workers who are not going to work from home, often women, often people of color. And what he's saying to you is, we don't want to give you more nutritional benefits. We don't want to make sure that you have the income you need to get through this pandemic. We're going to give you a choice. Either you're going to live in financial desperation, you're going to get evicted from your home, you're not going to be able to afford health care. That's one of your options. Or the other option is you can go to work. And when you go to work, there may be a very high chance of likelihood that you'll come down with the virus. Those are not the choices that the American people should be asked to face. What we should be doing is at this moment guaranteeing economic stability to every man, woman, and child. Where we can open up the economy, we do it safely with the appropriate testing and social distancing. But the Trump point of view is a very dangerous and cynical and I think an horrific approach to the crisis.
Senator, our mutual friend, Shaq Brewster, has he's been covering your campaign, as you know, throughout the whole thing. You've talked to him many times. He says that you're sort of sending some mixed signals about your endorsement of Joe Biden versus wanting to maintain some of the things that your followers believe in and try and get the Democratic platform sort of switched to be something more in line with what you believe. Now, you and I have talked about this. You've talked about ways in which you can get Joe Biden to sort of meet some of your policies halfway. Where do you stand on this? Because you did endorse Joe Biden. Does that still stand?
Yeah, of course it does. There's nothing mixed about what we're trying to do. I have endorsed Joe Biden. I will do everything I can to see that Biden is elected president. But in the meantime, I want to rally the American people in every way that I can to move Joe into a progressive set of policies on issue after issue. And that's what we're doing. We're using our email list, of which there are many millions. We're using our live stream capabilities to rally the American people around an agenda that during this campaign and after Joe is president will work for the American people rather than big money interests. So I don't see anything contradictory about what we're doing.
I will ask you, because in that effort, there is a speed bump at the moment. You know that Tara Reid has alleged a number of things against Joe Biden. He's called for him to drop out of the race. The DNC and other people, including Elizabeth Warren, have maintained their support for him, saying that his response has been credible and believable. What does Joe Biden have to do with respect to this particular issue now?
Well, we're in a situation where we understand that for decades, women were not able to come forward. They were penalized, punished when they came forward to make their case. And this woman has every right in the world to make her case. The media must do a thorough investigation. Joe Biden has been very firm in saying it never happened. That's Joe's point of view. So, of course, Joe is going to stay in the race. There will be an investigation that goes on, and we will see where that leads.
Team, subscribe for more of these type of videos.